Hello everybody, Lurgs here, welcome to my channel, and today it's how to replace your Volkswagen T5 daytime running bulbs with LED bulbs. The daytime running bulbs come on as soon as the ignition is on and whenever you're driving. Now the standard filament bulbs are 21 watts each, so that's two bulbs at 21 watts, that's 42 watts of power draining your battery when the engine isn't even running. And sometimes if you're just sitting there with the ignition on, that is draining the battery. So what I'm going to do today is upgrade them to LED, which is a nice white beam and is much lower wattage. Make sure if you get any LED bulbs for your van that they've got Canbus technology within them. Otherwise the wattage is so low that the computer on the Volkswagen T5 thinks the bulbs have blown even though they're working, and you may get a fault light up on your dashboard. So the Canbus technology fools them into thinking that they're actually working okay. First thing you need to do is open the bonnet or the hood, and there's a link above now about how to do that. And the daytime running bulbs are behind this rubber cover just here. And on the other side it's under the same cover. But today I'm only going to show you how to replace one of them because obviously the other side is exactly the same procedure. First of all, take this rubber cover off. It literally just pulls away. It just slides on a small kind of rib system. So just take that off, put that somewhere safe. And the daytime running bulb is the bottom bulb in this set. So we've got the daytime running bulb there, and the one on the top is your indicator bulb. So we're interested in this one at the bottom. There's a link above now about how to remove the rear light cluster on this Volkswagen T5. Now if you've got big hands like me and sausage fingers, this is a bit of a awkward place to get your hand inside. You may get a few scraped knuckles and a little bit of blood, so I advise you to wear a glove or something. Unless you've got really small hands, of course. So get your hand in there and get a good grip on the bottom bulb. And then what you do is you turn it. So from inside you're turning it anti-clockwise, but as we're facing it here on the video, you're turning it clockwise. And you're turning it about 25 to 45 degrees, and then it should just pull towards you. And that whole bulb unit is now removed. To remove the bulb, gently push it down, twist it anti-clockwise about 15-20 degrees, and then it should just pull out. There we go. And it just locks into position with those parallel pins. Whilst I'm doing that, there's a link above now about the Volkswagen T5 fuse box locations and how to check the fuses. And if we look at the bulb here, it's saying that it's 12 volts, 21 watts, and the LED bulbs that I'm going to be replacing it with are 12 volts and about 3 to 5 watts, maybe not even that. I'm ready now to install the LED bulb. So take the LED bulb, and where the parallel pins are, you're just sliding that down into the grooves here. You've got a groove on either side. As soon as it hits that, then push it down, then turn it clockwise to lock it into place about 40 degrees, and that is now ready to fit back inside the headlamp unit. There's a link above now about how to replace the pollen filter on your Volkswagen T5. Ideally that's a job you should be doing once a year. So you've got three kind of empty spaces, indentations within there, so you're lining those black pieces up through those indentations, and then as soon as it goes in, you're turning it anti-clockwise as if we're facing the video, but clockwise from your actual hand inside. So just give that a turn to lock it in. Fabulous. That is now locked in, and a few scraped knuckles later. Really should have put my gloves on, but with gloves on it makes your hand even bigger. Ouch. So that bulb is now in place. Make sure you install the bulb on the other side as well. Then remember to put the rubber cap back on. This is just a dust cap, stop any dust getting in there, plus any moisture. Just push that on. And then we're ready to test out the LED daytime running bulbs. So this is what they look like installed. There's obviously lots of various different types of LEDs. Just make sure you get the ones with the right pins. Right, let's test them out. As soon as I switch the ignition on, the daytime running bulbs will come on, even without the engine running. Let's just start the beast up. When you put the side lights on, or the headlights, the daytime running bulbs go out. These are the side lights, these are the dipped headlights and main beams. I'm really pleased with those. It's a nice bright white light, but it's not too bright because obviously they're just daytime running light bulbs. There's a link above now about how to reset the service light on your Volkswagen T5 Transporter. That's really useful if you're doing all your own servicing. If you've got daytime running bulbs installed and they never come on, then this could be something that you need to switch on the OBD2 computer. Because on mine it went in for an MOT and all of a sudden my daytime running bulbs are working. And it turns out that they'd switched them on using the OBD2 computer. I hope you found that useful. Over here is a video on the Volkswagen T5 and T6 fuse box locations and how to check the fuses. And over on this side is a video on how to reset the service light on your Volkswagen T5. Thanks for visiting my channel, everyone. I really appreciate it.